YouTube. It really helps the channel out. Today we will be recapping all of the Thanksgiving games, so happy Thanksgiving, even though this episode will be coming out on Black Friday, including the playoff changing games of the Cowboys versus Chiefs, which was a must win for both teams. First, the Packers versus Lions game, and I have a lot of comments for this because I watched the entire game. I wish I could watch every game, but it doesn't happen when you have to have Thanksgiving dinner with your family. So, what happened was the Lions fell short of winning as the Packers game sealing Devontae Wicks catch was made on fourth down. Speaking of fourth down, the Packers went 100% on fourth downs, and Jordan Love fire performance throwing 4 touchdowns. Speaking of, Micah Parsons broke another record and he had 2.5 sacks. If you round it, it's 3 sacks, and they now have a 66% chance or higher of winning the division and most likely getting the 3rd seed. But if I'm completely honest, I have us winning out and then getting the 1st seed. Yes, I'm a little biased as I'm a Packers fan, but this could still definitely happen. Back to the game. There were definitely some questionable calls. Here, I'm going to let you guys decide. I will argue with anybody that this Devontae Wicks catch was a touchdown. The timeout, though, he admitted later that it was that he didn't think he got the timeout off, but um or he didn't get it signaled off quick enough. So um in the press conference, and then on the other side there was a no PI call that turned into a Packers turnover. So there were missed calls on both sides. Some people are calling it the worst reffing of this year. And but Matt LaFleur said, "I'd rather go down swinging." If you get it, I can't do the sound effect for the Spotify, but if you're on YouTube, you just saw that clip and you know what I mean. Chicken stars. Key plays were the Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown, the Devontae Wicks questionable touchdown, as I thought it was a touchdown. He had possession, went the first step during the first step, and then took a second step, and then went out of bounds on his third step. But I'll let you guys argue about that. There was a go route touchdown. Christian Watson got a go route touchdown on a fourth down, and it was like a 43-yard play. Key stats were Devontae Wicks. He had 6 catches for 94 yards, average 15.7 yards per catch, 2 touchdowns, and 7 targets. Micah Parsons had 8 tackles, 4 of those being solo, 2.5 sacks, 3 tackle for losses, 4 quarterback hits, and 8 pressures. 3, Jameson Williams. He had 7 catches, 144 yards, 1 touchdown, 44, it was his longest reception, and 10 targets. Then Jared Goff went 20 for 26, 256 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, took 3 sacks for a loss of 23 yards. Next, we're moving on to the Cowboys versus Chiefs. The Cowboys hang on after Patrick Mahomes' 4th down magic as Patrick Mahomes upped their chances by to 25%, but the Cowboys end up running the clock down and the game's over. Key plays were Rashee Rice had a 27-yard screen pass for the first touchdown of the game. Then CeeDee Lamb had a go route touchdown to tie the game at 7. And then Malik Davis also had a 43-yard rushing touchdown to make the lead 6 and then 7. Key stats were Dak Prescott. He went 27 for 39, 320 yards, and 9.2 average yards per completion, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. The 1 interception was to start the game off, by the way, and a quarterback rating of 86. CeeDee Lamb had 7 catches, 112 yards, 16 yards per average per catch. yards per catch, 1 touchdown for a long of 51 yards and 9 targets. Patrick Mahomes went 23 for 34, 261 yards, averaged 7.7 yards per completion, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, took 3 sacks for a loss of 18 yards, and a quarterback rating of 85.1. Rashee Rice had 8 catches and 92 yards, averaged 11.5 yards per catch, 2 touchdowns, longest catch of the night being 28 yards, and he also had 12 targets. Next, the Bengals versus Ravens. The Bengals win as they take advantage of the Ravens' offense, giving them 5 turnovers. The Ravens had the upper chance to win throughout the first half until the Bengals dominated the second half. The shortest percentage of the Bengals to win in the first half was 24%. That was their lowest win percentage, that they had throughout the game. But the Bengals held on as they had a dominating win over the Ravens, 32-14. Some key plays where Derrick Henry had a 28-yard rushing touchdown to put the Ravens up 7-3 with 6 minutes and 33 seconds left in the first quarter. And then Andre Vosivas, I'm sorry if I pronounced that name wrong, had 29-yard receiving touchdown to put the Bengals up 26-14 with 15 seconds left of the third quarter. Key players and their stat lines were Evan McPherson went 6 for 6 on field goals and went 2 for 2 on extra points. He had over half of their points, which is very impressive for a kicker. Next was Jamar Chase. He had 7 catches for 110 yards, averaged 15.7 yards per catch, 0 touchdown. His longest catch was a 43-yard gain, and he had 14 targets. Lamar Jackson went 17 for 32, 273 yards, 27 of those on the ground. He averaged 7.7 yards per reception or completion, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, took 3 sacks for a total loss of 23 yards, and just like J.J. McCarthy last week, would have a higher quarterback rating if he spiked the ball on the ground every single play, which is insane. Some quarterbacks just need to get better. Isaiah Likely, being the Ravens' star player of the game, he had 5 catches for 95 yards, 19 average yards per catch, 0 touchdowns, his longest catch and run being 43 yards, and he had 6 targets. That is the end of the Thanksgiving wrap-up. If you would not mind, you can go join me in the Bears-Eagles game. If you're on my YouTube, you can just go to my YouTube channel. I should be live from 2 to 1 to 4. So I should be live then. And if it's still 1 to 4 on Black Friday 2025, please come and join me as I will be live streaming the Bears versus Eagles game. And if you guys want, I should be doing at least 2 more recap videos today, and I will be doing one and I might be doing one basketball depending on how I'm feeling after the Bucks versus Knicks game. Thank you guys for watching. If you're listening here on Spotify, please don't be afraid to drop a follow. I barely have any followers, and the only people that support this podcast are people that are from my school that I really know of. Shout out to the people from my school. Feel free to leave a comment in your opinions and drop your takes down below for the season. We will be doing a season, or not this week's predicts game as Thursday already happened, but usually that video will come out on Wednesday, and then on Tuesday, we will have our week 8 recap, and then on Wednesday I do all my picks. Thursday I won't post anything, but I'll be live streaming the Thursday night football game. Friday, I will, and then Friday, this is a week ahead, I will be doing the Thursday night football recap. Feel free to drop a follow because you don't want to miss any of my upcoming content, and I keep you updated on all news. If you, I will check if there are any news. I don't think there is. But here I can search up NFL news. I guess Frank Ragnow came out of retirement. That's pretty big. Patrick Mahomes confronts stark reality of playoff hopes behind after Chiefs loss. Cowboys exude confidence after win over Chiefs. Quote, we'll play anybody anywhere. End quote. ESPN NFL analyst makes bold statement on Cowboys playoff potential. Eagles versus Bears, where to find it, and more of that. So, feel free to drop a follow. I will drop every NFL news, and yeah, see you guys later. Peace.